Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
This is Ray Butch Gamboa for Business and Leisure, the weekly business and lifestyle TV and online magazine that centers on the latest significant business developments and lifestyle trends. Joining me this week is our co-host. Please welcome our sunshine girl, Day Monsayak, with the latest trends in leisure. Day?
Thanks, Butch. And yes, I'm your co-host again for this week, Day Monsayak. And it is my job to take good care of lifestyle. Just like last week, we have another brand new feature for you to discover. From the latest events to new dining places and another remarkable firearm to all the firearm enthusiasts out there. Yes, another good reason for you to stick around and join us, but let's talk about some business first with no other than our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Butch?
Thanks, Day. We'll see you back in a short while. This is Business and Leisure, your window to the world of business and guide to the good life.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure. We now have some of the latest significant business developments on BizWatch, our business section. For our lead issue this week, there seems to be some bad news for the biofuel sector, and this one comes from the Department of Finance. DOF, in its second package of trade, seeks to remove the zero rating tax privilege and the VAT exemption for the sector. Our business reporter Andre Ko has the story.
With the second package of the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Act, or Train 2, the biofuel sector faces some steep challenges. The Department of Finance wants to scrap the zero rating tax privilege of the biofuel sector. On top of this, the DOF is also proposing to scrap its major investment incentives, including its value-added tax exemption. What would this mean for the consumers? It could either mean higher pump prices or worse, the death of the biofuel sector. This is especially true for ethanol, which has not really gotten off the ground yet. The Biofuels Law, which is Section 6 of Republic Act 9367, provides for tax perks in order to encourage investments in the production, distribution, and use of locally produced biofuels at and above the minimum mandated blends. It also prescribes that the specific tax on local or imported biofuel components per liter of volume shall be zero. Under the Biofuels Act, it was also stated that the sale of raw material cassava, corn, and sweet sorghum shall be exempt from the value-added tax. At the moment, the biodiesel blend in the Philippines is at 10% by volume. That of biodiesel blend is at 2.0%. Senate Committee on Energy Chair Sherwin Gatchalian believes that the biofuel sector has not attained much success compared to its targets. He therefore expresses sentiments against the proposed junking of the zero rating tax privilege and the value-added tax for the sector.
Senator Gatchalian remarked that the government should provide a conducive environment to allow the private sector to invest in indigenous energy sources that will lead to our independence from foreign sources. Meanwhile, the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018 has been hailed as a big step towards making doing business in the Philippines easier. What actually does this act entail for local businesses and government agencies involved? Here's our BizWatch correspondent Heidi Santos with the details.
The Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery removes bureaucratic red tape. Under this act, government agencies shall comply with the prescribed processing time, that is 3 working days for simple transactions, 7 working days for complex transactions, and 20 working days for highly technical transactions. All government units are required to streamline their procedures for the issuance of business permits, clearance, and other type of authorizations by implementing unified business application forms. On the part of local government units, they are mandated to set up business one-stop shop to facilitate business permits applications. Barangay clearances and permits will have to be issued at the city or municipality to speed up transactions. The Act also provides for the creation of a central business portal to receive and capture application data on business-related transactions. The Philippine Business Data Bank, on the other hand, shall provide LGUs and national government agencies access to information to verify validity and existence of businesses. This means that businesses will not be required to submit the same documentary requirements that have been previously submitted. This act will be implemented by the Anti-Red Tape Authority, which is an agency under the Office of the President. It is mandated to monitor compliance of agencies and also implement and oversee the Business and Anti-Red Tape Advisory Council. This council will be composed of the secretaries of the Department of Interior and Local Government and the Department of Finance and 2 members from the private sector.
This body shall also serve as the policy and advisory body of the Anti-Red Tape Advisory Council under the Secretary of the Department of Trade and Industry. BizWatch now takes a short break. We'll be back with more of the latest significant business developments in a short while.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure's BizWatch as we continue with more interesting business issues for you. The fast-growing conglomerate under Dennis A. Uy, that is the Udena Group, is investing up to $5 billion within a span of 10 years for the development of Clark Global City. Andre Ko has the story.
The Clark Global City is envisioned to become the new central business district in Central Luzon. With this vision, Dennis Uy's Udena Group is investing up to $5 billion within 10 years for the development of Clark Global City. The Udena Group conglomerate has already completed the master plan of the 177-hectare prime property development that it has recently acquired within the Clark Freeport Zone in Mabalacat, Pampanga. The Clark Global City is expected to host top-notch office buildings, high-end retail outlets, and academic and sports centers, among others. Clark Global City will have an iconic tower, a hotel and casino, an urban park, and modern support services and amenities. According to Mr. Dennis Uy, CEO and Chairman of Udena, Clark Global City will offer a global business destination and spur economic transformation outside of Metro Manila, complementing the government's efforts to spread growth across the country. For now, 47 hectares of the 177-hectare development have been completed with world-class horizontal infrastructure built to withstand 100-year storm events. Included here is a 10-hectare entertainment complex, 1 hectare of which is for a casino that will be developed by Udena. Managing Director for Clark Global City, Wilfredo Placino, said that the development costs will be funded by the sublease of lots at 99,000 pesos per square meter that will be offered to local and foreign developers. The company expects to close a deal with local developers. They also plan to go on a roadshow in Hong Kong, Beijing, and other parts of China, as well as Tokyo, hoping to convince foreign developers to invest in the project. Clark Global City has secured a 25-year extension in the lease agreement with the government on top of the original 50-year lease agreement.
8 years has already been used by the previous owner. This means that locators and developers can still use their lots for 67 years. And now for our fourth and final issue this week. This is an addendum to our issue last week when we reported that Coca-Cola FEMSA Philippines complained about having a difficult time buying refined sugar from local sources. Heidi Santos has the details.
Because Coca-Cola Philippines has formally complained to NEDA about having a hard time sourcing refined sugar from local sources, the government has had to issue a statement saying there is no shortage of sugar in the country. Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol announced at the Philippine Agriculture and Trade Investment Forum that he will meet with local refiners about their alleged refusal to sell sugar to Coca-Cola. There is much talk that this was brought about by speculation of rising sugar prices in the global market. Sugar Regulatory Administration or SRA board member Roland Beltran said that Coca-Cola has sought help from the SRA. The beverage company, he said, was already assured by the refiners of regular supply. The problem, he said, is the tightness in sugar production and the unreasonable high prices of raw sugar. The refiners are faced with tightness of supply from raw sugar, the prices of which, as I said, is unreasonably high, according to board member Beltran. He further said that with Sugar Order Number 9 reclassifying or converting D sugar for world market sugar to domestic market of B sugar, we now have an increased inventory of sugar for the domestic market, and the prices of sugar will necessarily stabilize as a matter of course.
Basing on the Visayas average bid prices for the production on the week ending May 13, the price of B sugar jumped by 26.10% from 1,400.47 per 50 kilo bag. It jumped to 1,765 in the last crop year. This is higher by 2.39% from the previous week's price of 1,724 pesos and 69 centavos. And on that note, we end this week's BizWatch. We hope you will join us again next week for more relevant and informative business issues. Business and Leisure continues after another short break with an interesting feature on our corporate social responsibility segment. Please stay with us.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest-running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure, and you're still on our business section. And what we have next is our feature on our CSR segment. Most of us are familiar with MoneyGram, especially those who send or receive money from other parts of the country or from foreign shores. But how many of us are familiar with what the MoneyGram Foundation, the company's CSR arm, has done or continues to do for those who need help?
This is the logo of MoneyGram, the red color bold and familiar to many Filipino families. This remittance company has been part of many Filipino lives both here and abroad, and 6 years ago, MoneyGram started their CSR arm, the MoneyGram Foundation. Alex Lim, MoneyGram Philippines country manager, tells us more about their foundation.
MoneyGram Foundation started 2012, and the focus has always been in the field of education.
Education is the foundation of a generation's future, and it is in this context that the company has decided to focus mainly on education as their corporate social responsibility project. Based on studies, only 65 out of 100 children are able to finish school due to poverty. On a recent outing, MoneyGram Foundation partnered with Black Pencil Project and brought cheers to students in Santa Ines Elementary School in the province of Rizal. And this is Elizabeth Laurio, a student of Santa Ines Elementary School who embodies many other students in far-flung areas.
Ako po si Elizabeth Laro. Ako po ay nag-aaral sa Santa Ines Elementary School. Gusto ko po paglaki ko maging teacher para po matulungan ang pamilya ko. Minsan po wala kaming gamit kasi po kapos po yung pera namin. Ang wish ko po sana po maging kompleto yung ano po namin, yung mga gamit namin pang school.
Because of MoneyGram Foundation's efforts, they have brought cheers to students of the remotest schools who can now enjoy their period of learning with the proper tools. They brought hundreds of school packs and teacher kits to remote schools like Santa Ines and even braved the long ride to the mountain province. MoneyGram Foundation's partnership with Black Pencil has again brought cheers to these young students who proudly toss their school kits and thank the foundation for making their dreams come true, one small step at a time.
This is a MoneyGram Pencil Scholar, red, obviously kasi MoneyGram is red. This is part of our activity early last year and latter part of 2016. We partner with a group called the Black Pencil. So we give out school supplies to areas in Tanay, in Luzon. We went to Cebu. There's a place called Bantayan Island. It's a bit far. And the mountain province. That's really far. So we give out school supplies to all the students there.
So far, MoneyGram Foundation has donated about 30,000 books to different schools, mostly public schools.
The 30,000 books, we gave it out in Luzon. The main hub was Pangasinan. And in Manila, there's a lot of different schools. We went to the biggest high school in the Philippines, called the Rizal High School in Pasig. We give to the entire UP system. Then we give to Cebu for the Visayas region and Davao naman for the Mindanao region. Yes, we were there with them when we give out all the books.
The books are all sourced from the US, most of them published by McGraw-Hill's, a prominent American publisher of books.
We have books for even for preschool we have, elementary we have, high school, and a lot on college. But the college books are very wide, We have books focused on management. We have books focused on chemistry, biology, physics, and all these things, So, and physical education. So the book is very, very wide. It's not only focused on, or I could say, these are not the books na ayaw nang gamitin. No, these are brand new books. And these are latest edition and very relevant.
Because their main focus is education, the foundation has also built classrooms in Yolanda-stricken areas in the Visayas region, specifically in Bohol and Capiz. These are not your typical classrooms. The foundation built these classrooms and calls them Noah's Ark because these classrooms can serve as temporary shelters in case of calamities.
Inside, may restroom siya, may pantry, may siyang a place to wash things, so people can really stay there. Because normally people, yung mga classroom, ang problema kasi walang restroom, this has everything in there. So we built a number of that in the Yolanda affected area.
Hundreds of public school students have benefited from these specially made classrooms because, as Alex says, they are the ones who need facilities like these the most.
The aim of MoneyGram is to help educations, mainly focusing on the different schools. What we've done already is we have given out school classrooms throughout the Philippines. We have also donated books, 1 40-footer container of books. And now we're here, we have donated, in partnership with Black Pencil, we are donating school supplies, art supplies, to far-flung areas like here in Tanay. We have to do 7 crossing of the river just to be here.
The foundation has also partnered with several organizations here and abroad to bring their message of hope to other school children in different countries.
We have Books for Asia, Habitat for Humanity, Black Pencil Project, ang dami na.
The foundation has reached schools in impoverished countries, and they have spent a significant amount to further their vision of helping school children. Now in its 6th year, MoneyGram Foundation will continue to help students build on their dreams.
The plans for the year still focus on education, okay? Because in terms of education, there's a lot of different areas. Aside from the books, aside from the school supplies, aside from the school classroom, there are other areas that we can still look into. But I think depending on the needs, we have plans to give out a mobile library. We have talks already, so park in a certain place, we set up, they can open books, and after that we will donate some books again to the school. So we have plans already on that one.
Also, part of their corporate social responsibility is to create awareness among their own employees about the importance of sharing and the value of education. They encourage all of their employees to help out in the education project to donate to this cause. The foundation matches the employee donations 100%. Because many now know of the foundation's mission, they receive letters from schools requesting for funding or donations for books and supplies. The foundation evaluates these requests and, according to need, will continue to provide support to these needy school institutions. That is because this is their way of giving back for their much-deserved success.
Please continue to support MoneyGram as we continue the MoneyGram Foundation CSR activities around the Philippines. It is MoneyGram way of saying thank you to all our partners, customers for supporting us throughout the years. Thank you.
That was MoneyGram Foundation, this week's feature on our CSR segment. The leisure portion of Business and Leisure is coming up next with our co-host, Sunshine Girl Damon Sayak, dishing out the latest lifestyle trends. Please stay with us.
From the everyday, the new Toyota Rush.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes. With the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure. And it's now time for our lifestyle section, as we call on our co-host this week, Day Monsayak.
Thanks, Butch. Well, the serious talk on business is over and done with, and it is now time to indulge ourselves with the best in lifestyle. Well, let's get this show going with the hottest and latest events on Lifestyle Chronicles.
Alliance Francaise de Manille, in partnership with B-Side Productions and the Embassy of France to the Philippines, recently held a press conference for the upcoming 24th edition of Fête de la Musique. This year, the music festival will continue its tradition of producing several main stages in the Philippines, which will happen at the A Avenue parking lot and Greenbelt 3 on June 23, 29, and 30. Some sought-after bands who will perform are Ourselves, The Elves, Pedicab, Orange and Lemons, Brass, Pass, 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 Kwan, Mother Bass, BP Valenzuela, among others.
I gotta bag it up, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. My name is Chaos, they call me crazy.
Ilang pa ba ang buhay na dapat mawala? Ilang pa ba pamilyang dapat mag-alala? Nahihimla ay sa mga alaala ng minamahal na nauna dahil na sa mga naghahari-hariang nila. Unang sa ang katauhan ng trahedya ng makasariling mga hindi luhiya, pinapaunad lamang.
The organizers also partnered with Bizuku to develop Feet PH mobile app to help music fans to know more about the music festival.
This is by far the biggest Fête de la Musique we've had in terms of number of stages. One of the key features here is that whereas in France, where there's a busking culture and people can literally just open their windows and play music or go out onto the street and play music, in the Philippines, it's a more coordinated, structured, organized series and collection of concerts. So definitely, like, having almost 40 stages is something that is very, very exciting to us. And to help navigate these 39 pocket stages, plus our 3 main stages. Hello everyone, I'd like to invite you all to come to Fête de la Musique this year. We have 3 dates. We have June 23 around Makati, June 29 in Intramuros, and June 30 in Baguio. We have so much in store for you, and there will be too many to mention, so I invite you to download the app where you'll find all the information of this. And it's really an amazing celebration where people from all walks of life come together and celebrate music as the universal language of love.
Those are the latest events, and you saw them here on Lifestyle Chronicles. Here in our show, we never run out of new places to discover, and coming right up is the latest one.
This is Lilac Street in Marikina, once a quiet neighborhood street but now a bustling food avenue. It is starting to fill out with various commercial establishments, most of them dining places, but with a few others thrown in to make this street a truly bustling one. One of the newest establishments here is House of Z, a nail lounge. BNL talked with Tata Zarzuela, daughter of the owners who runs this nail lounge.
Before House of Z, I had to work in Makati. So I was in a digital advertising agency. And then I resigned there at around May 2016. After that, I went into full-time dancing. So, puro saya lang ako here and there. I have a crew named Stilettos. So, yun lang, puro training and then gigs and performances.
Aside from her dancing career, Tata is busy with House of Z, a family business.
Actually, the idea of putting up the spa, which is House of Z, was from my father. So, siya talaga yung mahilig magpa-pamper. Siya yung mahilig magpa-massage. So, after tiring days of work, siya yung gusto niya pupunta siya sa nail lounge, parang pumasahe, para magpa-nails. So, nung naisipan niya yun, he wanted to do it. So, nung given the opportunity na magtayo ng ganong klaseng business here, lalo na yung Lilac, it's a booming commercial street na here in Marikina. So yun, he decided to put up a nail lounge.
Nail lounges are really gaining popularity in the metro, and Marikina City has its fair share of this. Competition is actually very much alive in this sector too.
First time we opened House of Z, syempre nung una, wala pa masyadong tao. And marami kasing competing nail salons here in Marikina. So mahirap talaga sa una maghatak ng tao. Pero eventually, kaka-market, kaka-invite ng friends over, nakikita din nila na, uy, okay pala to. So, nire-recommend nila sa friends nila. And syempre, yung sarili din namin relatives, nakikita nila na maganda. So, nire-recommend din nila sa friends nila, sa other relatives namin. Tapos yun na, from then on, okay na, nagiging smooth na yung flow ng tao dito.
The Zarzuela family opened the House of Z on February 14 this year, a day when many got out on a date or simply want to relax and be pampered. Side by side is the Z Coffee Shop, which the family owns as well.
So the idea was, syempre kahit kami rin it's a personal experience ng family namin na nag-wait, tas mahaba yung queue since maraming ang mahilig magpa-nails or magpa-massage, ang daming tao. So, nung nag-put up kami ng sarili namin, inisip namin paano rin yung mga taong naghihintay. So, yun, doon din nag-spark yung idea na lagyan ng coffee shop para dun sa mga nag-wait. Tapos, naging effective din kasi siya. So, pagka waiting in line sila, hindi sila naiinip kasi i-direct namin sila sa Z's Coffee. And also, sa mga customers ng House of Z, ini-invite din namin sila na you can order coffee, you can order tea while having your nails done.
Inside the House of Z strikes you as honey and cozy, exactly how you would feel like when you want to relax. The blue color brings that out naturally, and the gray tones complement the relaxing blues. They have dim lights and soft music, conducive to a relaxing afternoon or evening too, to complete the experience.
Initial target market namin were families talaga. Yeah, coming from personal experience. Kasi kami rin, yun nga, yung tatay ko, pagkatas niya sa work, kayain niya kami, o gusto niya ba magpamanicure, gusto mo pedicure, pamasahe. So, ganun yung naging experience namin. So, gusto din namin dalhin yung same experience na yun sa magiging customers namin. And yung capacity kasi ng House of Z, 8 siya. So, very convenient siya for families of 5, for families of 6. And yun din yung naging experience namin habang yung operations ng House of Z. Marami yung family of 3 din, yung si mommy, si daddy, tas yung anak nila. So, nagiging family affair din yung pagpunta sa House of Z.
Inside, there are 8 relaxing seats that allow you to have full hand and foot services.
So, we have the basic manicure, pedicure. We also have foot massages, hand spa, foot spa. And then, what our customers like are yung mga packages na in-offer namin. So, we have hand care and foot care. So, si hand care, kasama na dun si manicure, si hand massage, saka si hand spa. So, si foot care, ganun din siya. So, pedicure, foot massage, saka foot spa. So, yun yung gusto nila kasi parang pampered sila buong katawan.
They are open at 10 a.m. up to 9 p.m. to accommodate the after-work clientele. After the first day jitters, customers have started to pour in the nail lounge.
So coming from day 1 up until now, nagugulat sila na sa weekend. Tapos sinasabi nila sa akin, hala, wala naman kaming pahinga ngayon kasi tuloy-tuloy na siya. So kahit sila natutuwa sila na yung progress namin nagiging maganda.
One can order hot or cold coffee, tea and chocolate, lasagna and sandwiches, cakes, pastries and cookies at the coffee shop. It certainly beats waiting for your turn or even waiting out the full foot spa services. House of Z is doing quite well, having been opened only 4 months ago, but Tata is already looking forward to another branch.
Right now, talaga ang vision namin is maging go-to place talaga na nail lounge here in Lilac. So, in-envision namin na after, kasi since kaka-operate pa lang namin, nag-improve pa lang yung traffic ng tao coming here. So, as much as possible, ang goal namin sa everyday, maging busy siya, na eventually to branch out din.
So if you happen to find yourself in the eastern side of the metro, check it out.
Hi everyone! I would like to invite all of you to drop by House of Z. It's located at 106 Lilac Street here in Marikina. We hope to see you on your next pamper date with your friends, your relatives, or your whole family. And you can also visit Z's Coffee, just right beside House of Z. And you can like our page. It's www.facebook.com/houseofzmarikina. For our coffee shop, it's www.facebook.com/zcoffee.
More and more places for you to discover, more things for you to explore, so make sure to check us out every week, all right? Our segment dedicated to all the firearm enthusiasts is coming up next, right after this short break.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
Welcome back, and yes, you're still with me, Day, here on Business and Leisure. Here now is Sports Shoot.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated. Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sports Shoot. This is a leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. This week, our featured handgun is a Ruger LCP-2, a sequel to the original Ruger LCP that came out in 2008, a compact, flat, lightweight, and reliable pistol. The Ruger LCP-2 is a striker-fired semi-automatic. It is a 380 ACP pistol that has a capacity of 6+1 rounds. The barrel measures 2.75 inches, but its overall length is 5.17. The Ruger LCP-2 has a height of 3.71 inches and it weighs 10.6 ounces. The gun is finished in black nitride steel with a black polymer frame. It is fixed serrated or blade notch for sights. The trigger was tested at 5 pounds 8 ounce and it retails in the US for $350. On the range, according to the experts, the gun feels light, but also feels like a crisp single-action trigger. The Ruger LCP-2, however, does not have wrist strike capability. In a very rare chance that one round fails to go off, the shooter has to work the slide to recock the gun. The pistol's small size also makes it hard to control the recoil. It also does not have a hold-open mechanism, which makes the shooter unaware that the gun is already empty. The LCP-2 also has to be carried with an LCP-2 magazine if one wants to hold 7 rounds. Overall, for its diminutive size, this ultra-compact pistol consumed all the ammunition without fail. It is perfect as a concealed carry because it can fit just about anywhere you want to carry it. That was the Ruger LCP-2, our featured handgun for this week's Sports Shoot. And that's Sports Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiasts.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated.
That was another remarkable firearm here in our Sports Shoot segment. Well, folks, that is all we've got for this week, but make sure to be back again next time as we serve only the best in lifestyle. See you all again, and this has been Damon Sayak. Back to our main man now, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Butch!
Thanks, Dave, for this week's Leisure Report. And with that, we end another episode of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy a good life.